Next up, we will have Radek and Optimatik, and I think the face will be familiar because yesterday, if you joined us at the networking party, Radek was also there as a DJ. So please welcome on stage Radek. And you've got, yes, go ahead. You've got 3 minutes now. Feel free to start.
Okay, investors, you came here to find valuable startups and meet them in face. Be my guest. Literally, because I have an honor of being an inhabitant of this beautiful Concordia design surroundings, in which me and my team, with Jerzy and other people from our crew, we are reshaping the future of the manufacturing industry. As you know, the global economy is in 2/3 constituted of service industries. But these service industries are highly dependent on manufactured goods for their existence and technological progress. Retail and warehouse industries are, in fact, the business of selling manufactured goods. Plane, telecommunication, software industries, they all need planes, phones, computers for their existence and technological progress. Manufacturing goods are crucial for the global economy. But somehow, the adoption rate of new technologies to manufacturing industry is relatively slow. The digitalization of industry, so-called Industry 4.0 trend, is on hype for 10 years. How come then only 1% of global industrial vehicles are fully autonomous one? These numbers don't lie. In 2020, the global autonomous guided vehicles AGV market accounted for $4 billion. The very same year, the sales of new forklifts was worth $50 billion. The process of scaling and adoption of AGVs into manufacturing industry wasn't scalable. Until now. We are Optimatik. We are the first team in the world that make a necessary first step to transform the traditional human-operated fleet into a fully autonomous one. We have the hardware, the firmware, the software, a truly scalable, real-time IoT platform for all industrial vehicles management. 5G, AI, electromobility, you name it. And it works. Now we need your support to create the better vision, the future of the manufacturing industry. The future where all industrial vehicles would be cooperating and running smoothly by running on our software. The future where unnecessary, expensive, and environmentally harmful waste is eliminated. I am here to take that step. I need your support in that. We are right now finishing our seed round, so it's like a last-minute ticket to join us on this exciting ride. I invite you to do so. Let's do it. Bang, thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, let's jump straight to the questions. Who'd like to start?
I have a question. You mentioned that for several years, for 10 years, the industry hasn't moved toward digitalization. Mm-hmm. What makes your solution different that will go this step further that hasn't been done for the next 10 years?
Okay, so there are 12 million forklifts globally, and they are operated by human drivers. Everybody sees that the future that they're gonna be replaced by the robots, by the AGVs. But it had a glass ceiling, this process, because so far the existing technologies couldn't enable the communication between those two hybrid worlds, between the human-operated forklifts and AGVs. That's why we designed this computer, which we mount on existing forklifts. We retrofit them, and they can communicate with AGVs. They can get more performance data about the forklifts, not only position the whereabouts, where is it, which is most of the companies do, the indoor positioning systems, but we can integrate with various IoT sensors, take much more plethora of performance data from the human-operated forklifts available, and thanks for feeding this data to robots, they can rather sooner than later, replace the forklifts. So we are the first company that makes the communication between these two worlds possible, and it is necessary for the end effect to replace the human-operated labor.
2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Are there any questions? Angelo, go ahead.
Okay, Radek. So how many units have you sold so far? And what are the issues that have come up during the deployment?
You heard 2 minutes. We are a technological hardware startup. Issues is our everyday bread. So we started with international sales. Our first customer is from Austria, where we have global automotive industry player, which we currently, as we are speaking right now, we finished the POC process where we sold 12 of the boxes, and they are intended to scale it into monitoring whole of their fleet, which is 550 forklifts in their only single plant. The issues we came about were caused by pandemic, for example, that we started this process during lockdown, so our engineers couldn't cross the borders and go there, but it made us develop features of being completely remote able. We sent those boxes by FedEx, gave the client customers how to mount it, and then we set it up everything remotely. So right now we are prepared to start a new batch of international projects in Mexico, Brazil, and Russia, using that experience we already had.
1 minute to go. Go ahead, Labinant.
How long does it take regarding the implementation?
How long?
Yeah, how long does it take to put your product to play in a new customer?
Our competitive advantage is there's a very low cost upfront investment, and we are very fast. We don't need no antennas to mount on the ceilings, on the floors, no beacons, nothing of that. Only these cameras are watching the surroundings, and they are providing the positioning data. So in fact, like if we do it really, really fast, it can go beyond less than 1 week to make the scan of the manufacturing plant, and then to set up these boxes and to configure it in our software. So it's very easy to set it up.
How many people are you in the team?
Around 10 people working currently.
Super. We don't have time for more questions, but thank you very much, Radek. Thank you so much. Big applause for Radek and Optimatik.
Thank you.
Okay.